Hi everybody, MTG opening's back again. It's release day, so that means Battle for Zendikar booster box opening. I usually forget to show these, so I'm going to show it this time. I got my buy box promo Ruinous Path, so definitely a playable card. I'm kind of excited, so I'll be sure to put that in an EDH deck. It's got the watermark foil down the bottom. The camera's not really picking it up too well. It's just the mana symbols. Anyway, quick little overview of the set here. So, Battle for Zendikar is full of a bunch of Eldrazi's. It's pretty good chase cards. There's 5 lands that are dual lands, meaning they're islands and mountains and forests. And we'll hopefully get some of those. And then of course there's mythics. There's 3 planeswalkers. You have Gideon, Obnixilis, and Kiora. Of course there's some big Eldrazi's, Ulamog, and so on. So Drana is one of the leaders of the allies, is a good card. So hope to get some cool stuff. And then a quick touch on expeditions. So they're pretty rare, about 1 per case they say, or one. That's about 6 boxes. I thought I did the math and it was 216 packs, but it doesn't really matter. They are all foil. They're alternate art. They're full art. Lands, you can get the 10 shock lands, the 10 fetch lands, and then the 5 new dual lands, Sunken Hollow, Cinderglade, and so on. I'm not banking on one of those. It'd be awesome if we got one. We'll see. Of course, we're going to open it up here in a second and find out. The last thing is each pack will come with a full art land, which is pretty exciting. This might be the only booster box opening I have. I am planning on getting some fat packs if I can find them, because I want the lands for my cube. So I'm hoping to get 3 fat packs, and I'll open those on camera for you as well. So keep an eye out for those. Without further ado here, I think I will dig right in. So cut it open here. So I got this, at the midnight release of the set. So one of those crazy people waiting in line, but trying to get the video up pretty fast for you guys. Hope you enjoy. I'll just open it up here. Of course, there's our packs. This one doesn't have an insert. That's cool. I actually like that. I never really thought they needed the insert. So we're just going to do... I'm only going to really go over the rare. We're going to do what's the pick in this first pack, because, kind of one of my things. So we'll do that here. I've only gotten to play the pre-release so far. I've done a bunch of draft simulators, but no drafts yet. So we'll just go through here quick. We got a Callistra Healer. Like I said, we won't do this for all of them, just this first pack. Reclaiming Vines, Salvage Drone, Swarm Surge, Reckless Cohort, Inspired Charge. So far, that's my favorite one. I really like Vestige of Emrakul. Courier Griffin's just fine. I look at Predator's good. Shadow Glider. Salaport Cutthroat. That's pretty good. Encircling Fissure's pretty good. Horribly Arise, not bad. Bring to Light's the rare. And then an island. Pack 1, pick 1. Bring to Light would be fun to try, but I don't think that's the pick. I like Horribly Awry, okay. I think Encircling Fissure is my pick. I also like the Vestige and the Inspired Charge. But there you go. Let me know in the comment section below what would be your first pick. I'm just going to quick go through the cards one more time. Let me know what you think. Pretty good first rare too, and Bring to Light. Probably going to be a modern deck of some kind, I think. Or at least I know Luis Scott Vargas has one already. Any of those cards that can search out stuff is usually pretty good. Guess we'll see what time will tell. And I don't know if you saw the dragon token there. It's pretty cool. Same one from World Wake, made by Dragon Master Outcast, same artist. So it's pretty cool. All right, next pack here. We're just gonna skim through. And a rare. Oh well, that's a good place to start here. So we got an Obnixilis. He's 3 and 2 black for our Planeswalker with 5 loyalty. +1, draw a card, lose a life. -3, destroy target creature, and -8 when target opponent gets an emblem that reads, whenever a player draws a card, you lose 2 life. Then we got a foil, Reclaiming Vines, and a mountain, and then we got an elemental, Omnath elemental token. So it's pretty good to start there, Obnixilis. He's not worth as much as Gideon, but he costs 5, so he might not be full set of in a control deck. I got him at the pre-release. If you saw my pre-release video, he's pretty sweet. I didn't get him a lot, but he definitely is good. Definitely not complaining about that one, that's for sure. So, next pack here. I like the new artwork on Anticipate. I like the old art too, though. So, there's a Awaken card. This pack's pretty strong, it looks like. I'm a fan of the Sharpshooter. Our rare is Exert Influence. We got a foil Sylvan Scrying and a plain and a Scion. So that's pretty cool. Foil Sylvan Scrying. It's kind of hard to tell how cool it looks. It's not the best foil, but Exert Influence, 4 and a blue, converge, gain control of target creature if its power is less than or equal to the number of colors of mana spent to cast it. So it's a sorcery, you permanently gain control. There's no way to get rid of the control of it, so it's pretty good. I mean, it's certainly just a limited card, I think. But still, kind of fun to see. The rest of that pack was pretty strong too. I don't know if you saw the Sharpshooter. I got that in my pre-release. That was fun. I like the Sledge Crawler. Getting a bunch of stuff. This is a big set, so you're going to see a lot of you're not going to see a lot of repeats. At least even in common and uncommon slots. Our next rare is a Lumbering Falls. It's one of the man lands. It's Lumbering Falls enters the battlefield tapped. It adds a green or a blue. You can pay 2, a green and a blue, and it becomes a 3/3 green-blue elemental creature with hexproof until the turn. It's still a land. We got a swamp and a core ally. So I really like Lumbering Falls. All those man lands, they always have a good place if you have a deck of those colors. They only did the what are they called? The color pairs that the friendly color pairs. Sorry, not the enemy color pairs. So pretty cool that they're starting to do the enemy colored ones. This set only has 2 of them, the black, white, and the blue, green. So I'm assuming we're going to see the other 3 in the next set, but who knows? I guess we'll find out. Just another Anticipate, Boiling Earth, Unified Front, Damning Pulse. Our next rare is Ruinous Path, also good. This is the same as the buy box promo. It's 1 and 2 black. Destroy target creature or planeswalker, and it's got Awaken 4, meaning you make a 4/4 for 5 and 2 black. Then we got a Forest and a Knight Ally. So Ruinous Path's real good. Hero's Downfall is a card, and it's, as of now, it's no longer legal in Standard, so Ruinous Path is probably going to take its place. It's a sorcery, but I mean, it destroys planeswalkers. It's only 3 mana. I can't imagine people aren't going to at least play it until something replaces it, maybe in the next set or whatever. So, quick side note, I'm not even sure, I assume the last card in the pack where the foil is where a Expedition would be. I mean, I don't think we'll even find one, but I really like Core Home Guide. Wardenreek Invoker's not bad. I like the Predator. Sheer Drop's good. Another Invoker. Our rare this set pack is Desolation Twin. 10 to cast, 10/10. And when you cast Desolation Twin, you get a 10/10 colorless Eldrazi creature token onto the battlefield as well. A Mountain. Oh, I thought for a second it was the 10/10 token. Just another Eldrazi Scion. I really like that Mountain too. I love these 4 lands. I do have a bunch from the original Zendikar, but not enough to fully full art my cube. So I'm hoping this time I'll be able to get them. I'm not sure with let's say, there's a Territorial Bailoff reprint. The art's infinitely better. I'm hoping that I can find and not have to pay an arm and a leg for the fat packs so I can replace the land. If not, then it'll just wait and I'll just get them when they're, cheaper. So our next rare is an Omnath, Locus of Rage. We already got his token. Now we got him. He's a 3, 2 red, and 2 green for a 5/5 legendary elemental. When a land, and he's got Landfall, so when a land enters the battlefield under your control, you get a 5/5 red and green elemental creature token. And whenever he or another elemental creature you control dies, he deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Of course, it's strong. It's a mythic, right? I got a Plains and another Scion. So I did see people making comments that it seems like you don't get a lot of just advertisement cards, and so far that seems true. I like that. I really like Omnath. The picture's awesome. I love that they made an Omnath that's now red. That's 2 mythics so far. Not doing too poorly. And then we also got Ruinous. We got a bunch of the rares we opened are also pretty good. So I'm happy so far with the box. Let's see how it continues. Omnath's probably just going to be a limited card more than anything, but he's still cool. There's Void Attendant, Slab Hammer, and then we got a Beast Caller Savant, so that's still not too bad. It's a 1 and a green, it's a 1/1 Elf Shaman ally. He's got haste, and he taps to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool, and you can only spend it to cast creature spells. Got a Swamp and another Scion. The Beast Caller is pretty good. I mean, he is what he is, right? In the new day and age, he's going to be our produce any color mana for cheap. At least he's got haste. I think I'll see some constructive play. I mean, in standard, of course. I mean, I think it'd be great it'd be great to open and pick if you wanted to go for the Converge deck. I mean, he's better than the 3 to cast 2/1 for the most part. I guess that's not true now that I think about it, because a lot of those Converge spells aren't creatures. But I really like Merc Strider. It was great for me at the pre-release. Like I said before, I really like the Invokers. Unnatural Aggression's good. Rolling Thunder, of course, is good. Chroma Dust, not so much. Ruination Guide. And our rare is a Ugin's Insight. 3 and 2 blue. Scry X, where X is the highest converted mana cost among permanents you control, and then draw 3 cards. Mountain and a plant token. Ugin's Insight's fine. It is a sorcery, which I had to go check because I wasn't even sure. So it's not the best options, but I mean, it's not the best option because we'd rather be an instant as a control deck, but I mean, draw 3 for 5 is, just the way it is. Seems like the spells are all getting overcosted, so not much we can do about it. Territorial Bailoff, Clutch of the Currents is amazing. The Night Watch is fine. Slow Growth's alright. Gets the land from your hand, kind of crazy. This is a pretty strong pack. Dominator, Drone, Stone Fury, Ghostly Sentinel, Herald, Kozilek, Blade Steep. We got an Angelic Captain. It's 3 red and a white, flying 4/3. When Angelic Captain attacks, it gets +1/+1 on its own turn for each other attacking ally. Unless red-white allies is a standard thing, which I don't think it will be. This is strictly a limited card, but it is a beast. We got a plane and a dragon. So I really like Angelic Captain Unlimited, and that's really all I play, so I would, if I pack one, open that, I'd take it and go to town with my ally deck. Red, white seems to be one of those colors you can do that in, so next pack here is our first Mist Intruder. This is one of the only Awaken cards I don't really like. It costs 6 and you only get a 3, and it makes your opponent discard. I'm not a fan of discard cards much, so unlike, oh, I thought that was a different card, sorry. There's a Flame Mantle Mage. Our next card is a Sunken Hollow. So this is one of those lands I was talking about. So Sunken Hollow is a land, island, swamp. So it taps for blue or black, and it counts as an island or swamp, and it enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. We got a swamp and another Omnath Elemental token. So I really like Sunken Hollow. I like the cycle lands. It's too bad they only made the first 5. I mean, I understand they're not going to print 10 rare lands in a set, so I expect we'll get the other 5 in Gatewatch. I'm hoping to put them in my cube also, since I don't have the true dual lands anyway, so hoping to get all 5 of them, and then I gotta wait for the other 5. I have to decide if I want to put them in the deck, in the cube in the meantime with just 5s or not, but that's for another day here. So our next pack here, Altars Reap's a reprint. I'm not sure what to make of the Sentinels. Scar from Existence is fine, it's a little expensive, of course. Spell Show, Complete Disregard. Our rare is a Scatter to the Winds. It's 1 and 2 blue, counter target spells, got Awaken 3 for 6, 4 and 2 blue. So not bad. There's a Forest, and we got the 3/1 Elemental that the Stonewaker makes. It even says Trample Haste, that's pretty cool. So, Scar of the Winds, I don't see why it won't see play. It's one of the few Awaken cards that's an instant, actually. I like it. I mean, it's going to take place of other counter spells that cost 3. If there's a control deck out there, then why not? We're going to do these. That's our first 12. We're going to do these middle ones next. I'm just going to move some stuff around. I'm just going to move this deck back to the box for now. So I'm happy with that first set of 12. I mean, we got a land, we got a Planeswalker. Hard to complain about that. So just diving right into the next one. Hope everyone had a good time at the pre-release. Hope everyone enjoys these videos. I know I like to make them I don't think, like I said, I don't think I'm getting any more boxes to post if I can get the fat packs. If not, I might buy at least one more box and post it. I know it's only 36 more land versus 80, but that's okay. Opening boxes is always fun. Lithomancer's Focus is good. Smite the Monstrous. Kozilek, that's our first Channeler. First Touch of the Void. See, that's what I was saying. You're going to see a lot of non-repeats because the set's big. There's the Stonewaker, Royal Spout, and we got a Smoldering Marsh. That's another land. This is the Swamp Mountain version. So yet again, when it enters the battlefield, tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. Forest and a core ally. So that's the old remake forest. So pretty cool to start with another one of those lands. That's 2 in this box. I'm a fan of that. I would take all 5, to be honest. That would not be a problem for me. It's funny that I made that comment about not getting any repeats, and we just keep getting Reclaiming Vines. So those lands, like I was saying, they're gonna see play. I mean, of course, they're fetch lands that they can go get. You can go get them. So they're gonna see all kinds of play. They're gonna be worth a lot of money. Our next rare is an Emeria Shepherd. I think this card might see play. It's a little expensive, 5 and 2 white for a 4/4 flying, and it's got landfall. Whenever you play a land, you may return target non-land permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. If that land is a plane, you can put it onto the battlefield. So it's pretty good. We got an island, and then we got another 3/1 elemental token. I like the Shepherd. Like I said, I saw a few lists from some websites and things that will be nameless that said Emeria Shepherd might actually play. I don't play a lot of constructed, so I'm not. I mean, they might be right. I'm just repeating what I read. So, Sure Strike seems like it's gonna be good. And that's another Stone Fury, Ghostly Sentinel, Processor Assault. So I'm excited to see some drafts. I'm curious how good this card is with the clause of having to take something out of exile. I don't know. Our next rare is an Akum Hellkite. It's a dragon. It's 4 and 2 red for a 4/4 flying. It's got landfall whenever you. So this is just like the White Angel we just read. This one, whenever you play a land, it does 1 damage to our creature player. If it's a mountain, it does 2 instead. We got a mountain and another Scion token. This is my favorite mountain, I think. Friends of mine are buying fat packs along with me, and we might go in and trade our lands to each other so everyone can get the land they want. If my cube were full of those mountains, I'd be a fan. Call of Science, not bad. And Rex Strider, like I said before, is great. The Beastmaster's fine. Demon's Grasp is about as much as we can get for removal these days. There's a Sky Spawner. Spawning Bed, Wind Rider Patrol. Oh, I missed one. Sorry, that was anticlimactic. We got a Canopy Vista. The Canopy Vista is the forest plain version of the land. So this produces green or white, and it enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more lands. Then we got a foil Touch of the Void, which is cool. I really like the etched foils. Then we got a plane and another Eldrazi Scion. So it's a 3rd land. I'm a fan. Like I said, I would open all 5 and I'd be okay with that. I guess the only one, the blue, black, and the green, white one are the worth the most, along with Prairie Stream, which is the blue, white one. So happy to see those. More Territorial Baloths makes sense to already have so many. And Dispel, that's a great Dispel picture. I would love to get a foil one too. Brood Hunter Worm, Spell Shrivel, Disregard, Rune Processor, Skyline Cascade. There's a Turn Against, Grip of Desolation, and a Curved Blade Wheel are rares. I fell at our Sovereign, which is funny because 2 months ago this card was worth a lot of money, like $10 or more as a mythic from the original. Zendikar now this one's about $1, but that's okay. Still cool. 4 and 2 white for a 4/6 Vigilance Lifelink Cat Beast, and at the beginning of your upkeep you have 40 or more life, you win the game. Got a Swamp and an Octopus token, so that's cool. That's the Kiora token. I haven't seen that one yet, actually. How cool. Only 2 more to go for when you make your Kiora. So Felidar Sovereign's fine. I mean, in limited, if you open it, pack 1, pick 1, you might be able to get enough life gain, but I highly doubt it. I mean, there is that card that gives all your allies lifelink along, and that's a rare too, so it would be a stretch for sure. Altar's Root Plummet, we start with 2 reprints on that one. There's another Scour from Existence. These Spell Shrivel and Complete Disregard keep coming back to back. So Transgress the Mind is good, Sylvan Scrying, Valkyrie Familiar. Our next rare is Endless One. It's X for a 0/0, and Endless One enters the battlefield with X+1/+1 counters on it. An island, that's the reprint island. Look, a non-token. That's the first one, I think. This is the reprint picture from Zendikar. I like Endless One and Limited especially. I don't know if anyone out there plays Tiny Leaders, but anything that costs X means its casting cost is 0, which means you can play it in Tiny Leaders. So Endless One will probably always be, I mean, I have a feeling it'll at least be worth like $1, just because of that, as long as Tiny Leaders is still a thing, so who knows. I like Endless One, like I said. I mean, maybe it'll see play in Constructed. It would take a little bit, I think, for it to happen, but there's potential, I think. It's definitely cool, though. Unless Benthic, yeah, first Benthic Infiltrator. We got a Fire Mantle Mage, Bladed Gorge, Breaker of Armies. Our next rare is a Cinderglade. This is the Mountain Forest version of the land. This taps for red or green, and enters the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more basic land. We've got a reprint Mountain and a core ally. So that's 4 of the land now. That's pretty amazing, actually, for a big set, having what, 53 rares, and then I think it's 16 mythics. I have to get all but one of them. Which one don't I have yet? The Prairie Stream, right? That's okay. Still cool. Next pack here, Mist Intruder. Suitable return. I think I've talked about enough about those dual lands. Look, it's a complete disregard without a spell struggle. It's probably lonely. Evolving Wilds, yet another picture. Angel Renewal, infused with the elements. Tide Drifter, and our next rare is a Serpentine Spike. It's a 5 and 2 red. It's a devoid sorcery. It does 2 damage to a creature, 3 damage to another target creature, 4 damage to a third target creature. If a creature would dealt damage this way would die, exile instead. We've got a foil Incubator Drone, which is pretty cool. Got a Plains and another Eldrazi sign. I like this plane. I don't know if I like these crazy off-kilter Hedrons, but that's okay. Serpentine Spike, I mean, 7 to cast. But it is a blowout. I mean, if you get 7 mana, which, you know, with Scions producing mana and such, if you're in a 2-color deck, that double red isn't too hard to ask either. The pre-release of my opponent had it stuck in their hand. If they got him out, and they would have had me blown out for sure, but they never got a chance to play it, so I'm okay with that. That's our first Snapping Gnarlid, I think. There's an Eldrazi Sky Spawner, Hedron Blade, Rot Shambler, Grove Tender Druid, Bane of Baelgod, and here's the next mythic. It's a Void Winnower. Void Winnower is a 9 to cast, 11/9, and your opponents can't cast spells with even converted mana costs, and your opponent can't block with creatures with even converted mana costs. So as everyone out there can say, you can't even, of course. We've got an island and the Knight ally token. Void Winnower is cool. I love the picture. It's a big old scary Eldrazi, of course, you know, an 11/9. Certainly, you know, Kozilek and Emrakul are absent from this set. I'm curious if we see them in the next set or not. It seems to be that Ulamog is still on Zendikar, and I guess is at least captured, or at least was tried to get captured. I haven't read the story, but so you gotta have other big Eldrazi's instead of the buddies. So that's okay. Still pretty cool. So call the Scions, or let me just trick Swarm Surge. Starward. I think that's the first Starward we got. Another Invoker. I do like the Invokers. Core Entanglers, Jara Warcaller, Hedron. We got a Nolyan Dar Royal Shaper. He's a 3, a white, and a blue for a 4/4 legendary creature Merfolk ally. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may put 3 +1/+1 counters on target land you control, and if you do, that land becomes a 0/0 elemental creature token with haste. That's still a land. So it basically gives all of your instants and sorcery spells free awaken. It's got to be good. Certainly only a limited card yet again. I guess he could be built around as an EDH check, which actually kind of gives me some ideas. But 4/4 for 5 with a good ability. So we got a foil mythic. It's a foil Oblivion Sower. 6 to cast, 5/8. When Oblivion Sower targets, when you cast Oblivion Sower, target opponent exiles the top 4 cards of his or her library. Then you may put any number of land cards that player owns from exile onto the battlefield under your control. So it's cool. It's a foil mythic. It's not a expedition, which foil mythics are about as rare as expeditions, but that's still okay. We got a mountain, it's a cool mountain, and we got a cool emblem. We got the Ob Nixilis emblem. So Can't complain about a foil mythic, that's for sure. I think Oblivion Sower might see some play. It's pretty cheap, 6 to cast, compared to some of the other stuff out there. What? Okay, anyway, sorry, that's the land. Everyone gets excited for those, for the expeditions. I have to admit I do too, so we got an Earthen Arms. Oh, so wait, let me think about this. Is that 4 mythics now? Yes, it is, so we're doing pretty good so far. Fortified Rampart, that's our first Nettle Drone, I think. That's kind of crazy that we're more than halfway through the box. We got a Sky Rider Elf and Adverse Conditions, and offshoots are rare as a Planar Outburst. So this isn't bad. 3 and 2 white. Destroy all non-land creatures, and it's got Awaken 4 for 8 mana. We got a Plane, and we got an Eldrazi Scion. I really like Planar Outburst. I have a feeling it's going to see play. I mean, it is a removal, it is a Wrath, right? So why wouldn't it? I mean, it's not 4 to cast, but can't really complain too much about that, I don't think. I mean, at least it's got an ability that if you have a lot of mana, you can get left with a creature also. I haven't seen any good blowout stories yet happen, but obviously, like I said, I've only played in the pre-release so far, so I'm excited to draft the set soon. Now that the set's out, hopefully I'll get a chance to do it. So, well, I know I'll get a chance. I'll be doing it next week, but Sheer Drop, another Red Invoker. We got our first Scythe Leopard, Retreat to Koraham, Blight Woodland, and here's the Prairie Stream. How cool! So we've got all 5. Prairie Stream is a plain island, so it taps for blue or white, and it enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more basic land. And we got a Swamp and a second Octopus. We're only 1 Octopus away, guys. So I like that. So that's all 5 land. I figured I'd get 1 or 2 at most. I'm very excited that I got all 5 of them. I actually, like I said, I need them all. So I would like 1 more of one of them for a separate deck, but I'm not going to say which one it is because it's not worth very much. It's one of the cheaper ones, so I'll just trade for that one. Hopefully I'll just get better stuff than that. So I think I've said this before and I'll say it again. So we're starting the last row here, so this is pack number, 25, I think. So I love Koraham Guide. Won me at least 1 or 2 matches at the pre-release. Clutch Occurrence is great. Goblin Warpaint I think doesn't work well in this format. Sheer Drop's good. We keep getting this Valakut Invoker in every pack. There's our first Resolute Blademaster. We got a Blighted Woodlands, a Titan's Presence, and we got a Defiant Broodlord. That's a 5 and 2 black for a 4/3 flying vampire. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. We got a Plane and an Eldrazi Scion. This plane has Hedrons on it too. I wonder if they all do. I guess they don't, I would have noticed. But next pack here. Excuse me. That vampire, I mean, he's limited for sure. He's not going to see any play. He's a 7-drop. I mean, he's fine. I'd only faced him once so far, and it was in the pre-release, and I immediately Demon's Grasped it, ironically, right away. So there's another Scythe Leopard, Tide Drifter, Retreat. So we got a Gruesome Slaughter. I had one of these at the pre-release. It's 6 to cast as a sorcery. Until end of turn, colorless creatures you control get tap. This creature deals damage equal to its power to target player. Got a Swamp and another plant. So Gruesome Slaughter, I didn't play it because I ended up going blue-black, which doesn't really make... I didn't play a super lot of Eldrazi's or colorless cards, same thing. I had a green built, and if I would have went with that, it had a lot of Scions plus a decent number of green-black, and it had a decent number of Eldrazi's, but I ended up leaving it in the sideboard. There's another Nettle Sentinel, or sorry, Nettle Druid, or sorry, Nettle Drone. That's a Druid, geez, sorry. Look, it's our favorite Valakut Invoker. Royal's Retribution, Deathless Behemoth, Coastal Discovery. Our next rare is a Shambling Event, so how cool is that? That's another land. This is the other man land. This is a Shambling Event enters the battlefield tapped. It adds white or black, and you can pay 1, a white, and a black, and it becomes a 2/3 white and black elemental creature with lifelink until end of turn, and it's still a land. We got a forest, and we got the QR emblem. So now we've got the emblem, and we've got 2 octopuses. We're getting closer. We just need Cure and 1 octopus at this point, right? Pretty cool. So So I just like to say, I don't know why the emblems don't come with the Planeswalkers. I'm not saying, you know, there should have been a Planeswalker in that pack, but that emblem should come with the Planeswalkers to make things easier. But what do I know? I mean, they did it for the flip card insert things, placeholder cards for the flip Planeswalkers and Origins. Now we're getting some Nettle drones. I don't know why they couldn't do it all the time, but that's okay. Brood Monitor, Skyrider Elf, Bladed Step are rare as a From Beyond. I kind of like this card actually. 3 and a green, enchantment devoid. At the beginning of your upkeep, you get a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion, which you can sack for a mana. And then you can pay 1 and a green and sacrifice From Beyond and search your library for an Eldrazi, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your library. For people who played during the original Zendikar, there was Awakening Zone. It made 0/1s, it cost 1 less, but you couldn't sacrifice it. So it's kind of harkening back. We got an island, another dragon token, so it's harkening back to that, of course. Also has a cool ability at the end. I actually kind of like it, but I don't think I'll be doing much with it. It could see play. Like I said, I'm not a big constructor player. It's hard to know. It certainly is only going to be in standard if it makes it. So we'll just see. I know the Pro Tour is not that far away. Look, there's our 2 favorite buddies, Spellshark with complete disregard. There's our first Stasis Snare, Rot Shambler, Jade Offshoot. Our rare is another mythic. It's part the Water Veil. It's a 4 and 2 blue. As a sorcery, you take an extra turn after this one, and then exile part the Water Veil, and then it can awaken for 6 and 3 blue. So if you have 9 mana, extra turn and a 6/6. A mountain and a Scion. Pretty cool. So it's another mythic that puts us up to 5. So I don't know if you guys have watched some of my videos in the past, but I sometimes have a box with a pretty good number of mythics. Looks like I'm holding true again, so I'm a fan. Silence, Chimera, Rush of Ice, Natural Connection, Unnatural Aggression right after, ironically. Geyserfield Stalker, Cloud. That's my first Cloud Manta, I'm pretty sure. Plated Crusher, Willamog's Reclaimer, Pilgrim's Eye. Our rare is a Zada Hedron Grinder. 3 and a red for a 3/3 legendary creature, Goblin Ally. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only Zada Hedron Grinder, copy that spell for each other creature you control that the spell could target. Each copy targets a different one of those creatures. So, Sure Strike, anyone? We got a foil island and a swamp and another. Oh, we got a foil island, so that's awesome. So that's, you know, what, $3 or something probably. I like that. We got a swamp, that's the reprint, and then we got, this is not an Eldrazi Scion. This is the twin. So this is an Eldrazi that's a 10/10. So that goes with Desolation Twin. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I was hoping for a foil. At least a foil land. I was hoping for more. I guess we still have a chance. But at least if we only get one, it's a foil island. So the one's worth the most. I'm not sure what picture is the most desired, but that's okay. I think that's our first Culling Drone. See, that's what I was saying. And that's, I don't remember seeing a Lava Step Raider either. Or a Bone Splinters. Man. Foreigner of Slaughter, Tunneling Geopede, Cryptic Cruiser. Our rare is a Dust Stalker. It's 2, a black and a red for a 5/3 devoid Eldrazi. It's got haste. In the beginning of each end step, if you control no other colorless creatures, return Dust Stalker to its owner's hand. That could be good or bad. Forest, and we got another of Nixilus emblem. Interesting. So Dust Stalker is cool. I'm not sure. I mean, if there's a Devoid deck and it has red in it, maybe it'll play it, but in standard, of course. I like it in limited, but I mean, a lot of the rares, especially the Eldrazi's, are good in limited, so that's not a surprising feat. So another Core Home Guide, Green Invoker, another Dispel, Touch the Void, Stone Fury, Retreat. That's our first uncommon. We got a Drawn as Emissary, that's our first one of those, and a Retreat to Hagra. Our rare is an Oran Reef Hydra. Yeah. Oran Reef Hydra is a 4 and 2 green for a 5/5 trample. This is the green landfall, so when a land enters the battlefield under your control, you put a +1/+1 counter on Oran Reef Hydra. If the land enters the forest, it gets 2 +1/+1 counters. There's another island, and another elemental token. I do love these 4 lands, I'm so excited for that part. Like I said, I'm a little crazy. So we're down to the last 4 here, folks. Still not a pretty good, still a pretty good box so far. I mean, like I said, no one's expecting to open expeditions, I hope. I'm hoping, maybe if you buy a whole case you are, but I can't imagine, you know, banking on it. I think that's our 4th Nettle drone. That's what I get for saying we didn't open it yet. I'm a fan of some of these lands. I don't know. We'll see what they do. Rush of Ice, Silent Skimmer, Chasm Guide, Empiric Rate, Halimir Tidecaller. Our rare is a Fathom Feeder. I was just thinking about this card. It's a blue and a black because it's an Eldrazi rare. It's an Eldrazi drone, which means it's going to have Ingest. So this is Devoid and Death Touch and Ingest, which when it deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles the top card of his or library. And you can pay 3, a blue and a black, to draw a card, and each opponent exiles the top card of his or her library. So it's not horrible. A Swamp and an Eldrazi Scion token. I like Fathom Feeder. I mean, it's a 2 to cast 1/1, right? So, and it's rare. I guess you're not excited to get it in your rare slot, but I mean, if you already have a blue-black, you know, Injustice or blue-black Eldrazi deck drafted, I mean, you wouldn't mind seeing that pack 2 or 3. Maybe you wouldn't take it pack 1, pick 1, but I'm a fan of the card. I guess it's just so weak to, like, I mean, even an outnumber for 1 could kill it, but that's okay. Touch the Void, Great Horn, a new champion, Unified Front, Wind Rider Patrol, Bladed Fen, and our rare is a Conduit of Ruin, 6 to cast 5/5. When you cast Conduit of Ruin, you may search your library for a colorless creature card with converted mana cost 7 or greater. Reveal it, then shuffle your library and put that card on top of it. And then, also, the first creature spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast, so it helps you get that 7-drop out. You got a Forest, another Scion token. Conduit of Ruin's fine. It's definitely going to be, if you open that pack 1, pick 1, you're hoping, you know, you got to get another big Eldrazi to go along with it, even if it's just, you know, one of the common or uncommon ones. It is only a 5/5, unfortunately, but it is only 6 mana, so you can't complain too much. Makes your guys cheaper too, so I mean you can technically get it out next, that whatever you went and got next turn. I think that's the first Bloodbound Vampire. Core Blade Whirl, Dampening Pulse. Our rare is a Hero of Goma Thada. This is a 4 and a white 4/3 human knight ally. It's got Rally, so a lot of the allies have Rally, which means whenever you play this or another ally, something happens. So in this case, whenever you play Hero of Goma Thada or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control gain indestructible until the turn. Pretty good. We got a foil Lava Step Raiders, an island, and a plant token. So, pretty good. Here comes the Kiora / Expedition pack. Just kidding. Last pack here. Certainly happy with the box as it stands. Quick little jump through the commons. Our uncommons are Angel of Renewal, or Kazandu, and Circling Fissure, and a rare. Well, it's a Gideon. We'll take a Gideon ally of Zendikar any day, won't we? We got a Mountain and a Scion, so let me read Gideon here. Gideon is 2 and 2 white for a 4 loyalty Planeswalker Gideon, of course. You can +1 until the end of turn. Gideon, ally of Zendikar, becomes a 5/5 human soldier ally creature with indestructible that's still a Planeswalker, and you prevent all damage that would be dealt to him this turn. For 0, you can put a 2/2 white knight ally creature token on the battlefield, and for a -4, you can get an emblem that says creatures you control get +1/+1. So I'm a fan of that. So I think that's like, I don't know, 6 mythics. I kind of lost count, but I usually do. So a quick recap here. Don't forget to go in the comments and let me know what your first pick and the first pack would have been in the comment section below. So I mean, we got all 5. So there's what, 6, 7? No, sorry, 8 I think rare lands in this. No, 9. Yeah, so there's the 5 dual lands which we got, the 2 man lands which we got, and then there's Sanctum of Ugin, which is not worth anything and is not good. Not great. We didn't get that one, and we didn't get the ally encampment either, but the 7 land we got is fantastic. I mean, I never expected to get all 5 in one box. And then we got Obnixilis, Void Winnower, Oblivion Sower, Gideon. The Oblivion Sower was foil. Part the Water Veil. Did I miss one? I probably missed one. You guys are probably screaming at the computer. Oh well, that's okay. So a great box. I got a Ruinous Path. I got a few other nice cards too. I certainly can't complain. Be sure to leave any comments in the comment section below. Like this video, share it with your friends and all that. Sorry we didn't get any expeditions. We'll have a chance with the fat packs. If I can't get my 3 fat packs, like I said, I'm probably going to buy one more box. Although it'll be hard to beat this box, to be honest. 2 planeswalkers and all 7 of them money lands. We'll see. I hope you liked the video. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also check me out on Twitter or on Facebook at MTG Openings. And when the I hope to get, like I said, the fat packs and open those in the next day or two. So watch for those. And then in November, we're going to get the I'm going to try to get all the commander decks again and open those up for everybody and do a quick little review of each one separately. Check out my other videos. I got a few commander deck techs, a few more box openings. Some of them are pretty awesome. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you guys get good pools too. Thanks a lot. Bye.